Hi there, we're not trespassing, absolutely not, for sure.
We were told by the mayor of Lumpkin that we could come down here and look around. This
Seems
is
like a good as pass as any. The gate's all locked and stuff, but you know,
This is
it's
Westville, a
fine.
little town of 1850.
Aw. So what's the story here?
So in the 1960s, the Historical Commission of Stewart County acquired this tract of land, and they brought in authentic buildings from the 1850s.
Wow.
And they reassembled them, or they just plain out moved them here, and they created a little community that is it's an outdoor museum of what life was like in the 1850s.
Oh wow.
And they called it Westville.
And it's still here. But it was just recently closed.
Yeah, the city of Columbus, Georgia, which is a population of a couple 100,000, about 35 miles from here, some of them were on the council that governed the running of Westville, and they decided that they would like to move this little village up to Columbus, Georgia.
I see.
Because it would draw more tourists, and its location here in this little southwest Georgia rural town
It's pretty great.
So
it was Lumpkin's only
only
source of tourists.
Yeah.
They want to bring it to Columbus. Okay.
So they kind of want to take away the only little thing the town had left.
And what a little thing it is. What a little thing. We should buy tickets in the store. That's good to know. This is so pretty. Wow. Aww. Westville store. General admission. Open. Welcome. Oh no, this is so cute. What a gate. If only it was open. Can't really see much. Just a little. Oh, you have slides at home. Cool. We'll have to look at those.
8mm home movies, Westville.
Whoa. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Troop Street and little outdoor.
Oh, this is like a practice your bricklaying sort of situation. That's cute.
So this little mansion up here is called the McDonald House. It was one of the first buildings that they brought to Westville, and the dedication was in 1968, and we had a big ribbon cutting ceremony. My dad came out and made 8mm pictures, and Lester Maddox, who was the embarrassment of Georgia, he was the governor, racist guy, came out and cut the ribbon.
What a time. Rant again in 3, 2, 1. I can't believe I wasn't recording that.
So look at what might happen to these old homes. I mean, even right now you can see a little bit of things falling into disrepair.
Yeah,
And I was
it's getting
saying,
really overgrown.
This council who decided that all these buildings need to be moved to Columbus, they should get themselves in gear.
Yeah, they should move them before they fall
Otherwise,
apart.
They're going to start deteriorating, and then we're going to have this beautiful little village of 1850 in the same state the rest of the town is in.
And that will not be great.
Wouldn't
I love how well preserved it is. This is beautiful. It legitimately does look better than a lot of the town. And it would do well to stay that way. But everything's getting overgrown, and it's happening fast.
It's happening fast.
Okay, story about your dad in this house. I'm ready.
So this little house stood on a back lot in Lumpkin, and it was built from that era, and it was a little store, and my dad and his brothers sold hot dogs during the summer months out of the little store. When my dad talks about they went to the store to sell hot dogs, this was the building.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that
So
was when it was in a back lot.
It was kind of his claim to fame. Oh, one of our
My hot dog
buildings
stand got moved to
is
Westville.
in Westville. And then this is a very interesting story.
All right.
This was a courthouse that's set in Casita, Georgia, just 18 miles up the road. And Deborah, 80's ex-wife, her mom and dad were married in this
No way.
courthouse.
That's
So
so
when
cool.
80 and Deborah got together, they thought, fate had kind of brought them together.
Yeah.
Because even Hilda and JC, who were from Roanoke, Virginia,
Yeah.
they actually married in this little courthouse. So everybody's got a
incredible.
little story. They kind of have a little claim. toward
Fame in Westville.
Westville. There's a singer, Johann Singer.
Oh yeah,
He
look
was
at
an
that.
ancestor of the current singer.
Wow. This is unbelievable. I could not have imagined that it was this involved. I figured, oh, like a few shacks, stuff you see near Savannah, right? But this is like
this is gorgeous.
incredible.
This is incredible.
Wow. Good, I'm gonna run out of space on my phone.
Lean and finally get their way, and then they won't.
And they'll just let it fall apart. Oh, well, we meant well. I'm sure you did.
No, of some sort.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's already getting overgrown. Huh. Remember, kids, if your kitchen is likely to catch on fire, you should make it a separate part of the house. So that when it burns down, inevitably, you can rebuild it and you don't have to rebuild the whole house. Got it? Got it. That's why places like Westville are important, because people nowadays, they don't remember that kitchens burn down and they build their kitchens as a part of their house, and that's why your house burns down. Gotta know history in order to keep from repeating it. Thanks for taking me here,
You're welcome.
for telling stories. How wonderful. I hope they can keep this place around. It is too good to let go.
It's like somebody's parked up there.
Okay. So, as someone from a completely different place, who may be a bit biased because of family, but is kind of an objective observer,
Yeah.
I think the main argument for keeping this place in Lumpkin is that people like you come back to Lumpkin who are from here. And the people who are still in Lumpkin who are from here are here. And they're not going to be going up to Columbus on a regular basis just for Westville, but they are going to be around here because they always are, because they're from here. Now, in Columbus, you won't have the same, history. A lot of this place is about, people who can retell stories like you were just telling me.
That's right.
And if you move it now, some of those people are still alive. That's not great.
And a lot of the people who are my generation, my father's generation, they grew up telling stories and working here and bringing their children and grandchildren here.
And people remember all that.
Schools brought their little excursions here. And
Yeah. And those are stories that'll get, disconnected
Yeah.
and removed from their history and context. If you move Westville, and people from Columbus aren't gonna, not come because they don't want to drive down to Lumpkin. It's not that far. Seems like it's worth keeping it around. But, just so long as it's kept intact, I don't really care where it is. I just want them to preserve it. I mean, maybe what we're not seeing is just the fact that, people from Lumpkin, talk about wanting it still around, but they weren't willing to participate in the process of keeping it around.
perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, there's that chance. And the people of Columbus, if they care enough to want to move it there, are going to take better care of it anyway.
Perhaps.
You never know. Man,
So if you can
tough
move-
things, historical.
move it successfully,
Yeah.
and you could keep it all within the southwest Georgia area.
Just so long as you can preserve it. Yeah, goodness gracious. Whatever it takes, do it.
Yeah.